internal elections and matters arising. We say Baumia your fulani. Bryan Acheampong say some to abandon the man domestic bondholders will be to in full. Bryan Acheampong say he funded the Baumia campaign 2023. One 20 CD kura Canada Japan so say restructuring a whole lot. Yeah, two my way now we are 2 hour way.
Alaska, first of all, let me serve this notice. Very often when MPP are issue relating to a particular political party, but now can be a party no one can hona or can you say
that's right.
Party you be a bush in Japan. The very moment I'll be register political party, it becomes a public entity. And once the idea, they say you once want to run for presidency, every single Ghanaian, whether being a member of the party or not, I will stake, I will vested interest in whatever that you do. So let us establish that you don't need to be a member of the NDC before you answer what can do more yet. And you don't need to be a member of the MPP and SANA. These are public entities. You have every right to assess, critique, praise, and do whatever. Because a public institution, the possibility of that institution, run Ghana, possible. So Alaska, you must always be part of a discourse and making sure that that particular institution, credible. Say a beji mine de rania. Mabo mine from. So it is at the back of that, and I hear some of this analysis. Alaska. My culture says the MPP as a political party and your party are olusu power and why not just obesua the agenda matum. No. Because very often institution you go through such a cycle now babontia and your processes will go through. Oba hospital na say obi busua ni wu your process be nipa no go through. You find a dabda.
Okay.
A grieving process. 2.3. Enti nipa no be he na o su kakra. Na wetra hodi na I say no kra na nya no kra ba obi ho an watiem like ha na ono an kodru ba bia na wa accept say okay afi dem age atomasi. So as a processor, if you don't allow the person to go through that process now we are then on to recover. So that grieving process there obi busuani wu you go through and this over here obi oben wo pa bebi to no say want to me ensu o pese wusu na say want to me ensu oba na wanima honhono that kind of way say what will be that because what truncated process you didn't allow yourself to go through the process sanity and then when it comes to this election mako election ma lusu ma bafie ne na se for no what na say wo he name I call wrong you begin to accept them first. Okay. And son, what try so betting a name a year. And again, it's not just about the political party, it's about the larger Ghanaian society because political party no na ho din nyina agina Ghana for so. Some beji watum acceptable and who say we are credible, integrity is on your part, everything is on your part because political party and to say banker ma run or me interest yen na se for no. Aye how a bit me a conduct hono and about public support to you. Anti-political party be lose power. These are some of the phases naturally you go through. But I have been monitoring the MPP ever since I hesitate power. My culture said the MPP has become more dangerous than when they were living in power.
Really?
Oh yes. Because Alaska at this point, some of the basic things like acceptance going through the process, they've not. Because said last time I not have a conversation, the best thing to do after losing this power and they say we're making sure you activate an internal process of restructuring, trying to rebridge, just make sure say near a fracture, you try to reconnect. As a within party now, as a vehicle, I was so amana strong and son what would a station I catch a man for say Momra na mama for car.
That's right.
Na car near car now accident. You've not repaired the car. Now what time I stations are man for me fro. Will anybody take it serious?
No.
So you need to repair the vehicle. Now a man for say, oh, vehicle no kota kotito gata menra. Ye who say ye dia ko we ama ya fix ya bibia paint ya na for seat no kra no ya na for bibia ya okay. Enti say me kwatena ma e betimi de me akwa akra e betimi de me akokumase. Then you do this thing to build public trust because trust in yanton public trust.
We build it.
Yanton we build it.
Okay.
You build to earn it. And the one yes, I near my way, Anna, Bass and I'm sika pa open to know. bas na koto amedema nra wo time ya ehu fin as for the coast station say am for me fro na Alaska nyansa ni be na ko fro sa bas that's exactly what is happening within the MPP and you back ya bro mo ka say omo ye
bottom up
no I catch you say in a political sense it doesn't make sense anywhere always and always, you know. The entire way your friend saying bottom up, ne say. The entire bottom up, ne say. Sa process na way you know, so your internal healing process are all connected just to make sure so you build bridges at the ground. Part in the buy, you know. For you to know, say there are a lot of in some or part in no. So thank you to no more. We are no more just kind of warm for.
That's right.
A Chelsea and same from her. But leadership, when your margin say on better tackle problem, then they flip the whole thing. Say the young start here from reform.
A honor into
exactly because you can see about formula yen to mean resolve. That is a lack of leadership at the top. Because as leaders, you know, you need to engineer a way of making sure that this particular challenge, you know, who say challenge you because thank you to Okrana ye cop tanky amount for no. We are now dying to quite me cool na me was
I don't kill me to
exactly. So Alaska, and as a leader, you don't run away from a problem. So quickly, if you go up there, so run it that presidential elections now. I know the day, no, my Debia Meka, Aquasa was so when I see a fee. Now wash socks ya guso. Now we say me dem make all from na say ba me socks no. We can use all the soap and the running water in the world. We need finish it at 9.
That's right.
That's exactly what the MPP is doing. And aside that, Alaska. Wow, what's in China? One who the MPP no, you have been told, and what to say? I say, oh, MPP there, a party of intellectuals, or more school do actually, even though most of it was a lie.
That's right.
Because I have always believed, say, Obia school do actually, Obi Nimoma, Obia Gimu Bia, and yet Kratane Casadede, Ubi Wanoa. You should be able to leave it.
I was depicting.
Exactly. You should be able to leave. Education is something I leave. Young fat crata fear me do one dance and Sunday Agyapong say, Alaska, our first degree, and every or masters. Ubi one people should know, say, masters. And I say, yes, what's near the old there. By your crew, I just a quabrani coffee of a certificate bands.
One MPP third vice, national third vice. Also, masters means,
and some masters there, and I'll be sad masters crowd there. All kinds of masters, so beside the masters,
one in education, one in sociology.
So Alaska party no say net here, and individuals now are more popping up and run a minute yet to have a program because I mean none of them, and I encourage me, and I say I don't see any presidential thing on any of them. Oh yes, maybe Baumiana one person you might want to cut him some slack because he has been a vice president before, and no. Yes, we can argue as to whether he's competent or he's not competent. But competence is subjective, and a relative, depending on how you see it. Exactly. So for him, you can cut him some slack. But you see, Alaska, Obeda sorry na Canada, Japan, nie. Obeda sorry, I say your friends are Bryan Acheampong nie.
That's right.
Obeda sorry, I do Kim nie. I do Kim was a fine. Alaska. Already, I've been to the Fonanka, Pentecost and the Bianca Babuano. For a lot of things, and me I'm told say ope nipa ba ko ayese ne yam ye a obo amanfo a ayo no a obiara ne strength obiara ne de but no obiara oya cut for presidential material. Somebody told me about what Canada Japan did for him. Then I said, he's good when it comes to those things and there are a lot of things obetimi aye. Yes, businessman betimi wo adwuma na so, but Alaska, the presidency, you know, it's a different ball game altogether. And no, sometimes, you know, and dwell so much about even knowledge level. It's personality in focus. Alaska, the gentleman, unfortunately for him, was saying what that in the past. Or Canada, Japan, you be an iron bro, or no one iron bro. I was saying in the past. And you heard the oil in the year. He's pretending, say, just no. Just a sharp detour from Nearman or Oyen, but be who assassin critically you see say he's just pretending.
Wow.
Go Alaska. Tonight radio so threatening a man for some Muhammad said in Katia and Kwashi or Modine.
That's right.
I fear Schwarzenegger pictures in the California on the security. So on the canyon no cry. I met Swally. Or saw in the picture to Abontin, while Bachino on the premises be Aburana Jessica.
That's right.
Ne premises no be or Medina.
Medina
na yabo abrante no kun no.
2.3.
Obianka so ne kun ba Alaska. Senka Ghana a serious country. One way or the other, you can say Okahubi because I'm not swallowing and ask you Obiakra anymore. How many people knew the identity? But if you put it out there and few months after the gentleman get killed, now Alaska we cry there you way. Me say temperament is one thing. Kennedy Agyapong is not somebody obetimi na tena say I have intellectual discourse. And kwa mana ebeya tem di DNA insult na se for. And you go back to Adom Bedwam. The various engagement on our for have as a president, you see, you'll be having a lot of discussion that kind of way with people, and it's not always now idea now what can be saying true. And see, wherever there is a clash, how do you handle yourself as a person?
That's right.
Integrity, personality, temperament, composure. These are some of the key attributes. When you're president, people might want to see how demonstrating you live it. You do these things to inspire. Your leadership is not just about you. You must inspire a larger number of people out there because life will not ever a trade man for a so. And yeah. But Alaska, when the public profile now go through what there is nothing about it. Ubetimiaka say you see any sign of your presidency and as anything president.
It's on your presidential material.
Now what tell me beside presidential material? Alaska, let's get serious. And America say, you see, the aura of respect surrounding your presidency has been so cheapened, so it's broken because of the Akufo-Addo by anything. And Obia sorry, when you see us meeting the president. Nana me catch you be said, when you see why are there? Those who celebrate you will celebrate you. You can build all the upper crack or toys go on and phobia, not to University of Ghana. Me and business. But Alaska, the fact is that presidency is a different ball game altogether. It comes with a whole lot. And yes, you can na me bra. And run me catch you be say Kwame Nkrumah Ghana no not ne bag ba ko pe any niti no de buy.
That's right.
Ne bag you any niti and order buy. All ba no beto professors and doctors or mo ati UGCC. Mo hu say boy be smart man. But Ghana saw something in him. And I far beyond those who were having the PhD, blah 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 blah, and as for they saw something in him, even though no nika pre ne bag in order buy. General Secretary na no was me son one per kwanse me no their man. But Nkrumah got so involved in the organization as for Drew Baby who said, baby and near me koi ideology and Nkrofo we walk no and media and align it. And me having the opportunity to engage the people, no, I know say I can do things differently. Lo and behold, the gentleman got power and will prove to be as indeed knowledge, wisdom, and vision. Na obi. Ultimate chat a new path for Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah was able to leave a legacy, a transcending beyond generation. Is the reason why me not here can wasn't about money.
That's right.
But in recent time, because he monetized the entire political landscape, Obi akoda soro konye ni sika. As to whether Sikano can first no, I'm not going into that particular line. But Alaska, I'm saying, sir, money has nothing to do with it. Should never be a motivation and incentive for be say, me person me the president because my bomb me brain me sika. Now no me catch it when check that pop up. I was on there when you be we na onhia hwe. Alaska me say obi ba won chamber catch us my bomb me brain we me hia hwe a. Me akurase hene kura me mfa ma no.
Akurase hene.
Oh yes. The reason is simple. Wabone brand you so wanya ni sika nyina we has nothing to lose. You need to give power to Obia. Amamo no obebuno. If something goes wrong, he has everything to lose.
If something goes wrong,
he has everything to lose.
Okay.
And what did to me come Obia? Asemisia he has nothing to lose. Maybe you don't get the point I'm making, Alaska.
No.
What did to me come? Obiba catch us say, Fatumi mame. Na me de maye mi bibia wie. Na say niema nkoye kura mame I have nothing to lose. You need to give power to somebody. Our stake will mine. Now say if one money na bibi go wrong, or also will suffer certain irreparable consequences. Exactly. So that all of you know you have something in that will force him and motivate the person to do it right.
And to be protected.
Exactly. Now if you have nothing to lose, that's and we be say I quite say your friend is saying retirement will be now Udi Babedi.
That's right.
Governance, politics, leadership, presidency, it has nothing to do with those things. And to a banner so born a brave we are. Kurase kwaje wana no magro. because you have everything, go and enjoy. Those of us are you know, let us think and build the country. I bet me give you hope, inspire the next generation. So it's not so this whole money argument, you know, it's a non-starter. It's so childish and so infantile, and people who float it, you know, are so gullible-minded to the sense that they don't even know, sir. You know, they are ridicule themselves in terms of your friends saying being knowledgeable or being intelligent. So I'm saying, sir, if you have something to provide there, Alaska, you must be rich in ideas. You must be rich in personality.
Wow.
You must be rich in temperament. And your president or radio so did a man for them, di matem, ya can't seem to China not to feel quiet, maybe a tone from Yamuang 104, Yanxiang 104, Yanxia man for dine. Temperament is everything because Alaska, by your president is the mind that I shall say, my country is your president of Africa, the only thing I want to me. And it's all because I'm quite mamatolity, so now a man quite matal, the Akabia bit me.
That's right.
You can even take somebody's life. Because say you could do what some no to me manipulate court near Buakum for the president can sign a warrant for you to be killed.
Exactly.
So a very sensitive position. Ya the man and send nipa not general on your erratic. Nipa emotionally no on your rider and the bufua or be on the unity and the buffo to me bought TV in as if for a tiffin and the super no TV for fraud. Is that the kind of person you want to be president? Alaska, let's get serious in this country.
Amongst us here, Nipa Makuba 5 says your mom could pick your presidential
me the Nipa Bakuananka, a bayer me depass and commit me a yin and him. Yes, sir, a day anymore.
I don't know much,
good. And watch your Jaco.
That's right.
These two gentlemen, Usiana, you've been a backer. So I don't know, sir. Minim. I say, yes, he who the gods want to destroy and they first make you mad. Because I don't understand why MPP, the way I'm cover over the years, you know, will get to a point that these characters and the popular, Obi to say, Bryan Acheampong, Alaska. Bryan Acheampong, Canada, Japan, they are coming from the same corridors. Violence.
Okay.
Violence. Now, Alaska, our president, our violent tendencies. Will you ever be comfortable? So, would fear man. Cannot cry.
President, you know.
President and the buffo to me, Bobone, Obiasum, and as for no kind of. I had the army in Ashan, so the police are shining so. No, or no, Wasama. The Bessie Bini. You see, let's get serious. Alaska. I was so well.
Yes, sign and death warrants.
Oh, Alaska, as our partners are growing moody. Because I will hear Obi to say Bryan Acheampong. I was so West Wagon. Commission report, a site.
That's right.
Or can who be? Violent about on the liberty those hoodlums.
The boys are his boys.
Now it's not just his voice. There his rhetorics post abra onya to me, you know. Echere nyo na better aka say omunya power or no, they will not hand over to NDC.
Emma Suda.
Onunya to me on hand better aka say these are cowards. Because Alaska say what Ghana your democracy near politics and I say we lose power and you be na beka wa na bedwane. They Chanasa Kakufa the movie from Jubilee House. I didn't know and or handed power safwa. Yes.
So you said
I said it here.
That's right.
So Mr. Cowards and making a lot of noise. And these guys talking, they are all cowards. Kede Japan kasa omo nkohye anwona for ya chi no ya chi omo bi ana for fa na de chi ano se ne BP aba. Yes. These are people they just talk wow. Ono ankasa is a coward. Bryan Acheampong was threatening Ghana for so no na to me na deben. Suddenly, also you're billionaire.
That's right.
No, on the financing but umia campaign. Now, Alaska, in any serious democratic dispensation where you have a very resilient and robust financial intelligent organization, now you shall see profile how these people got the so-called money that they have.
Serious.
Nipa no hu no unhu ade a oton unhu de or sell it. Unhu campaign that will be our offer nipa all of a sudden the person will tell you I'm a billionaire. Government contract. Now Alaska, so I'm going for matter na me a businessman. Oh, your man government contracts supply your friends say air conditioning or government offices supply light here.
Why not? And at the same taxpayers here, Musika Yaduti Alcano, you turn out to say,
and the same person will come and tell us, "We are here."
I say, I could be banned, and I tell you, I'm Posha and probably I swear God.
Yeah, so, and you see, what people don't know, that vulgar arrogance, disrespect, these people have for the ordinary people. You've listened to his interview several times. Look at how I orchestrate a span and a spare on individuals. Oh, just a class of people be more be like because they don't have money. Alaska Makacha say unless you are dumb, democracy and yes, you can rich in ideas.
Ivan, I'm going to say Kennedy.
They will buy one more bell to Papa Memphis, who shoot yet Memphis, Guardian. Oh, and you're on Nabubia. Tierney because Obia won't to attack the Papa. Obey then what you hear be my so now the eye Papa. I'm a but Mukura Michel. Hey, Obi Basa, Minko for Sumana President Kufu doing DC. Obaye, I'm not petty to Usha, I swear God to be or Dubai. Now, belts and what I say, a papa say, Eddie, and Bisan one question. Say, into war, FM 92.3.
And the Obia would never president or also the dressing, what me I yadia banuku should know, said the state and the womb.
That's right.
Alaska, sometimes you see, if you are reasonable, you'll be very empathetic. Obia no what promises I would never president ho. Now the dress you want me ya buy and send the better papaya. That is the best and Nipano. And what else? Yes, you can say, but Nipano, if you believe our depth knowledge, then as the former. And you'll be a dasher no copy of your PAO. Alaska, how many individuals no more America could treat taxi on my baby Lunias or Ghana? Ah? Nipano do say now could treat taxis. Our America, buy your baby Lunias or Ghana. Brahman for a brother America be near. Alaska Nina coming because government Obia Odo who are buying and when you sika are buying mu. That are buying sika be a Ghana for sika. And to win out tobo, don't talk anyhow to people. Respect people. But a minor who seek is our personal president, you know. About 80% here for. Or minor 80% here for no more minimum. But obviously, when I can't abroad and I can't ask them, here for who are proud.
That's right.
I here for stubborn proud for and no go maimu. Cause you know Biana is wait me this car phone and then as for Obi had the state your womb, they are okay with that. But respect them as a leader. You can't be talking this and upon all the public profile and never go tendencies are what displayed in the past and suddenly no he's just pretending that he's a new person like people. Oh come on, when I see people falling for some of this nonsense I feel pains in my belly. Alaska then Bryan Acheampong someone I make catch you. Their course you know my catcher say emotional intelligence is another thing and some of these guys have demonstrated they don't even have it. At the time the MPP are buying air struggle to build reputation for itself. Ghana for you know go Kufuor so born from here train from Abana why tan. Ya koda sorry Bryan Acheampong sorry free no ho say or no kwa Bill Gates wanya sika. Bill Gates wanya sika a better hotel. Kwame hotel asi o Kwame Nkrumah pension no. Ono na anya sika ene. Or better hotel na yi Ghana for free how mu. And that's come say. So we a leader one thing I should be your strength. How to exercise positive discretion. Because you can have all the money in the world. The very moment I organize labor in Ghana for sorry, you know, quickly now you need to back out. You don't even have to show yourself because you are part of the government, part of the establishment, part of the team. Now you ever conclude say yes, young to and answer young tono. Common sense allow you. And I'm make say you have no school. Me nimge nipa kusi school. Alaska, me if I'm teaching people, I'll focus on how to train people to become highly intelligent. Emotionally intelligent, not just about school samo, not about book samo, but how we dealing with individuals because every transaction there is the human aspect of it.
That's right.
You must always be appealing to the psyche and the minds of people out there. I will prove it to them that indeed you are intelligent, you are smart. Oh, koto Ghana for hotel. And Sadia na kan hobi kura na man for there before to take Kufuor do sa outcome in the no. And aside that, and then now we, China way or now we, young handy over and say for them. And then, and I'm a catcher says, Ghana is serious. And can be to say Canada, Japan, Bryan Acheampong, and can ne. Alaska be a crank and some no more casa free. And now you investigate your more because of a near Marcos Okroma. Because Anas, a mess swallow issue, no, it's not issue between my brushing aside. I am not saying that he's responsible. And I'm like a win and say near one no assem at the assembly bro. Now, Alaska cannot crawl, but that's why I saw President de Kennedy Agyapong. Only MPP for Nya Sama. Or some was secret, me could release it.
That's right. I'll bring the whole MPP down.
Alaska, Obama can send me. First day by American president, no, he got exposed to a certain truth that he was shocked to the marrow.
Wow.
We are president of America, Alaska. There are a lot of things that we don't know, but we don't could write a brief you. And to be brief your president, no binya say catch us the national secret in somebody who cannot even be trusted.
That's right.
Or say your friend say almost set MPP for app na wo Dubai no. Or buy an MPP for company for friend they got na them say kwaku. Adwuma wo na atimi yo nti.
Na ono na yirada.
Ono na yirada na mo friend no. Enti tisim. Now if you can be manipulated tisim na wo tisim go ani ma se panyini we ya that kind of cry na Ghana for metam president mba. Enya agro na wo ani so.
That's right.
And then your friend said the last time I make Kwabena Acheampong asem. Kwabena Acheampong, yes, he marks all the boxes in but Alaska in recent times he's not somebody who is reliable. Oh, he has proven say because in some more kind you know we are not I say I'm on to Abama Baumia. Okay.
That's right.
After destroying, branding the person, say, oh, you're highly incompetent. Yes, you can say the same party. Well, Alaska. And quickly, no. Yes, you're the same party. Or say Baumia incompetent. When you manage your man, Omonto Abentian Omonto Mano. Then immediately after elections, you know, then you come in, oh, Baumia is the best, Omonto Mano. Then when you know Mulusu Yano, what's your about Baumia is incompetent?
That's right. So it's all about their interest.
It is about personal interest. No, me catch out anytime we ever take the point to ready to tell him, it's about him.
As an Bibiaka.
Nibibiakam, and I am Mama Juma, and I am say, and I'm a contract, and I say, what the banner about or Kasama Ghana neither, average Ghanaian. What to be that? It's always about him. San it's here. Sir, it has always been about him. And Alaska, I remember about me also.
That's right.
But Baumia there. And American no, you can cut him some slack because he has been vice president before. So as to whether he's a presidential material or not, that means he becomes on your presidential material because he's been president before. Or your vice president.
That's right.
But I see, the major issue has to do with competence.
Okay.
Because I would see somehow catch the Ghana for say or manage economy for we are for 4 good years, but we couldn't mention the word economy anywhere. We are also an ICT teacher. On the internet by Ghana, mobile money interoperability.
That's right.
Alaska, who friend is CEO besides papa. Now digital infrastructure by now he cannot even mention a single one. Economy now, you're the sharing sano. But yes, so dirty to the sense that in the whole of in the political history of this country after independence, Ghana economy and your dirty sir and so-called economists.
That's right.
The cedi became the worst performing currency in the world. Inflation was hovering around 54. These guys were turned Bank of Ghana into a printing press on daily basis. They were printing cash. We were banned from the commercial space because your track record these are the realities. Then DDEP, you sentence pensioners to their death. And now Bryan Acheampong themselves about Obetia. And I make us say they are living in a different world. I'm not sure said the cost of Ghana Caribbean he's aware. Is he aware that Mahama has started paying people? Yes. That the second payment was released last week?
But he was a cabinet minister. Or a cabinet minister where these decisions to say were taken.
And I make us a politics, to some of them, I are growing obudi. And for me, Alaska, whenever I'm talking about national issues, I don't see it as politics.
That's right.
I take it like some personal way because it should be development oriented. I will be able to benefit me. I don't care whether the person is NDC or MPP.
Right.
But these people, as some all kind of clearly say, they are cost Ghana. He doesn't even know what is happening. Got payment now. Mahama through honor. I find a Ghana into Mahama jail. I am trying to 2025, 2028. Or no betia.
I see Mredudu MPP beba power no betia. Mredudu.
He doesn't even know what he's talking. And American, these are people. They've gotten access to cheap money. Oh yes. They've gotten access to one nine. You know what that say? Obinye says again when yana for. And na sika no make say wo fa kwam one fa kwam papa so na wunya sika nyankopon be kira ma wo so ahye na to agu na nka body e ka so president adi o nya kana kura nya dam no wotima agric minister bia obesen ko yi so president adi yes sika no wunya nyame be kira kwan fa so obehye na me na akọ because 4.6 million Ghana cedis o moko tie say nya sika ketwa what I say na make na say so Alaska bawumian sam na o kan ye ni nyina no he couldn't deliver. The economy became so dead. So the question is now what by a dear bay now what the alternative in the way out by catching Ghana to Abama. It's not as if you didn't get Akufo-Addo present you say oh bad because we economic messiah. Our proven track record. Now Branty na Massachusetts University no nam Central University branded Mahamane ne running mate say communicator and literature teacher there. Omu nim hwe enne communicator and literature teacher in 6 months at me stabilize the city. I'm gonna buy one of the best performing currencies. Now Alaska, it means almost on my be. Economic management now bobo jamba for wine. Hey Alaska, and I make this kind of rhetorics in a camo.
I born a tough and camera.
And to me, Alaska, the point I'm making is MPP don't realize where they are. So party our co-opposition. You appear dirty in the eyes of the people, no? You might want to present candidate. Sabi, wow, monima. Ubenya hutoso obi ewo nipa no mu say oh, eboache Agyapong a day anymore. And let me tell you, there are a lot of credible individuals within the party.
Oh, that's right.
Very credible individuals. But and then I didn't buy money crasy. Sikana yede yes anyama no omu nibi. So ya package omu nyina kogu way. And I think that going forward, so Ghana must also focus on how to build the next line of leaders. That is the problem. And that Kabrani Sika, they don't care about building, helping Obio. It is about me, myself, and my family. And a minor will be in deficit. And across the political divide, who is likely to be the next president of this country? You don't see any leader. And on answer me, across the political divide, because Obian consciously no shall prepare Obi. And I know that they were Benya Sika, quiet for Benya Sika be there, then your mind that in here. Alaska, I think we need to get serious.
All right, that was Ivan Che Innocence.